This is All India Radio. The news read by Paul Thottam. President Ramnath Kovind today said the government is moving towards building a strong, secure, prosperous and inclusive India in line with people's aspiration. This journey is inspired by the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas. Addressing the joint sitting of both the Houses of Parliament, Mr. Kovind said, from day one, the central government is committed to improving the lives of people by removing their sufferings from misgovernance and providing all the necessary facilities. The President said nearly half of the MPs have been elected for the first time and the largest number of women MPs elected in the history. The President said New India will carry forward the ideas of Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore, and the vision of New India is also inspired by the ideas of Sri Narayan Guru. Listing the government's initiatives, the President said it has been decided to provide the Prime Minister Kisan Samman Nidhi to every farmer in the country. He lauded the government's pension scheme for small shopkeepers and retail traders. To give emphasis on water conservation, the government has formed a separate Jal Shakti ministry, which is a decisive step and will have far-reaching benefits. Mr. Kovind said the government's focus is to strengthen rural India and 25 lakh crore rupees will be invested in the coming years to increase the productivity of the agriculture sector. Several steps have been taken in the last 5 years to double the farmers' income by 2022. The President said women empowerment is one of the highest priorities of the government, saying their effective participation in society and economy is the test of a developed society. The government has made the punishments for crimes against women more stringent. The President stressed the need to eradicate the practices of triple talaq and nikah halala to ensure equal rights for every sister and daughter in the country. Mr. Govind said around 19 crore loans have been given for self-employment under the Prime Minister's Mudra Yojana, and the scheme will now be expanded to 30 crore people. Now India is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. The President touched upon every aspect of governance and said that it is the government's objective to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2024. The President advised the newly elected MPs that they should always remember the fundamental mantra of Father of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi, that every decision should be guided by its impact on the poorest and weakest persons in society. Both the Houses of Parliament were adjourned for the day today after laying on the table the copy of President Ramnath Kovind's speech to the joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. In the Lok Sabha, which assembled after the President's speech, Secretary General tabled a copy of the speech in Hindi and English. Later, Speaker Om Birla adjourned the House for the day. In the Rajya Sabha, when the House met, two newly elected members, Birendra Prasad Baisaya and Kamakya Prasad Tasa, took oath. Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu introduced Prime Minister Narendra Modi and newly appointed Leader of the House, Thawarchand Gehlot. Later, Prime Minister introduced the members of the Council of Ministers to the House. Secretary General also tabled a copy of the President's speech before the House was adjourned for the day. Earlier, Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs M. Muralidharan tabled 10 ordinances promulgated, including Muslim women, protection of rights in marriage, Second Ordinance 2019 and Indian Medical Council Amendment, Second Ordinance 2019. The mortal remains of all the 13 people who were on board the crashed Indian Air Force AN-32 aircraft has been recovered from the accident site of Siang district in Arunachal Pradesh. The defense sources told AIR a team of 19 trekkers recovered the bodies. The aircraft lost contact on its way to Michuka from Jorhat on the 3rd of this month. The centre has assured all genuine exporters that they would continue to get their integrated goods and service tax IGST refund in a timely manner in a fully automated environment. The Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs CBIC said introduction of manual checks in IGST refunds is aimed at preventing unscrupulous exporters from defrauding the exchequer. The CBIC's clarification came in view of media reports which highlighted a perceived setback to the automated process of refunds for exporters under GST on account of the introduction of manual checks in IGST refunds. Preparations are almost complete at Ranchi in Jharkhand, where the main event of the International Yoga Day will be held tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will perform yoga along with 28,000 people at the Prabhatara ground in the city tomorrow morning. And with that, we end this news bulletin.